Hello and welcome to a new topic of operations management. Today we are going to talk about project management, which is a very important lesson. Do you know that 70% of projects fail? This is according to Stage Group. Just 40% of projects in IBM meet the company's three goals: the schedule, the budget, and the quality. All this because the lack of project management skills. Today, I'll take you through the journey to get better understanding of project management and project management life cycle. First, we have some objectives here we want to meet. We will define the project. What is project? Next, we will differentiate between the project and ongoing operation. And we will end up our lecture today by going through the project life cycle. What is project? Project is temporary and unique. It's temporary because projects always have a start and an end. You start a project when you decide to do it, and you finish when you deliver the finished product or service to the customer. In some cases, projects ends because you decide to terminate the project. Also, projects create unique product or service. For example, when Microsoft developed Windows 10, you will find the new version is unique and can be differentiated from any other versions that have been developed before. We also need to differentiate between project and ongoing operation. The project is temporary, while operation has no end. For example, developing a new account software is considered a project, but when you hand this software to the company and the people in the accounting department is going to work on this software, this is an operation. So there is a difference between project and ongoing operation because many people mix between them. So the project is unique while operation is repetitive. Project life cycle has also 5 phases. The project life cycle is initiation phase, planning phase, execution phase, monitoring and controlling, and it will end up by closing phase. The initiation phase, it answers the following questions. First, what is the idea of the project? What is your project is going to deliver? Is it going to develop software by the end of the project or construct building? So the idea of your project is very important in the initiation phase. Second, your business case. Business case is about the objectives of doing this project. You have 2 types of objectives. You have strategic objectives and financial objectives. The strategic objectives like you want to increase the market share by 30% of the year by the end of the year. While financial objectives might be you want to increase the ROI by 20% by the end of the year. It answers the question also who will fund this project. Is your company is going to fund this project or any other sponsors are going to fund it? Who will manage the project? Who will be the project manager for this project? So initiation phase answer all these questions. The planning phase. Planning phase, here the project manager comes out with an estimate to cost, time, and resources. Estimates also should be close to reality. For example, the cost of the project might be $1 billion. Here is an estimate for the cost or the budget for your project. The project also takes 3 years. 3 years is the duration of your project. And also in this phase, you are going to define the resources requirements for this project. You have 2 types of resources, the human resources and material resources. The human resources, how many engineers you want, how many workers you want in order to accomplish your project. While the material, it answers the questions, the types of machines, and for how long you are going to have them. It's also very important in planning phase to break down the whole project into small parts This process is called work breakdown structure. The work breakdown structure, or WBS, you are going to decompose the whole project into management activities. For example, you can see in this figure that project is broken down into some tasks, task 1, 2, and 3. Task 1 is also composed to other small tasks, like subtask 1, 2, and 3. Now, subtask 1 is going to be composed to work packages, which is the smallest part in WBS. And you cannot decompose the work package into smaller activities. So the WBS is very important for you in order to handle the projects by breaking it down into small activities. The project organization structure. While you have an organizational structure for your company, you have also an organizational structure for this project that you are going to implement. As shown in this figure, you will find project manager Ray has assigned people from different departments. For example, he has assigned one person from marketing, and other from manufacturing, other from R&D and the human resources. You'll find also project manager B does the same. So here, the project team members are temporarily assigned from different departments in your organization in order to perform the work in the project, and this assignment is temporary. So once they finish the work, they will go back to their positions again. Third phase is the execution phase. After you have planned your activities and decomposed it and assigned resources for each activity, so you are going to perform the planned work and deliver your product or the service to the customer. While executing your activities, you have to monitor and control them. In monitoring and controlling phase, you are going to compare the performed work against your plan. So you come out with your plan and you come out with the performed work. How much work you have already performed at this moment, and you are going to compare it with the plan. So if the performed work meets your plan, you will continue your plan. You are going to stick to your plan. If the performed work different from the plan, so you have to come out with corrective actions. So corrective action is a change in your plan again. When you change your plan, you are going to execute the work again. While you are executing the work, you are going to monitor and control it. If there is any change, you have to go back to the plan. If everything is fine, everything is correct in your project, so you are going to continue per your plan. So for instance, you might find that you are behind the schedule or you are late, so you can take corrective action, such as adding more resources to finish the project on time. Adding more resources means you can bring more machines, you can bring more workers in order to work in the project and deliver the service or product to the customer on time. Finally, you are going to close your project. You formally close the contract. You open the contract in the initiation phase, and you are going to close it in the closing phase. Document also the lessons learned from the project. So the project manager is going to write down the lesson learned from the project. For example, what have been done right? So he is going to repeat it in the next project. And what have been done wrong? So he is going to avoid them in the next project. So in the closing phase, you formally close the contract. The project manager also has to write down the lessons learned, which is very important asset in your organization. To sum up today, we have talked about the project characteristics, which are temporary and unique. We have also distinguished between the project and ongoing operation. We also talked in details about the project life cycle. At the end, I would like to thank you for listening today, and please feel free to ask questions.